Right, well, that was definitely a preparation of sorts. Let's quickly go straight into the action. Hello, everyone. I am your host, SD Romulus, and I am commentating the tonight's Div 3 race. The tonight's Div 3 race, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I meant. Um, in Hungary, the Goulash Bowl, as some people might want to call it. I personally adore this track. It's home to a very chaotic Div 2 race that I am very happy to be a part of because that was fun. And going by the weather, if it continues to get cloudier, we might see a bit more of a chaos tonight. There's plenty of chaos in the Discord chat. But yeah, anyway, so let me quickly let the world know that we are streaming tonight in the news section, and I will get underway with the rest of the stream. Everyone, I was can't type tonight. It's great. Hello, Gboard. Let's go. Anyway, so the stream is right going. Hello, War Machine. How you doing? I know you're in the lobby, mate, but it's good to see you participate in the chat. We are on board with you right now, going a bit wide through past the S's, which is actually a very tricky part of the track to get right, because it's a bit misleading. So I remember in older F1 games like 2018 and 19, there was a very specific. I mean, you could go a little bit on the curbs, but there was a bit of a vague rhythm. But in 2020 and 2021, there is absolutely a sort of rhythm of sorts that you have to go through to apply yourself neatly through that part of the track. And of course, two cars don't go down there, so don't try that tonight, everyone. Yeah, had a bit of drama in the Discord trying to get everyone a seat. Of course, people joined a bit early. We've got me and the admins have got differing ideas on oh, hello everyone, and yeah, so we've got differing ideas on how reserves should join in. What Noodles said, first come first serve. I personally think it should be based on who signs up first, but anyway, we'll discuss that after tonight's race, and I do apologise for the confusion, and I do apologise to those who could not get a seat tonight. But for those who did get a seat, we've got a full lobby, and let's go. Rapid McNeils is the first to cross the line. Sits a 1:18.0 in his Alfa Romeo. Gotta say, last weekend's race was pretty good. I can't believe we've got another race on this week. We're very lucky to have a double-header to open the season in the real world of Formula 1, I can say that much. Problem is, though, is that it's in Saudi Arabia, and, well, yeah. Anyway, Dimmer crosses the line in his Mercedes and sets a 1:17.7 on the soft compound tyre. And I need to grab a tissue of sorts because my nose is just compacting up. I'm blaming hay fever or dust, but usually when this happens, it's usually like the precursor of a cold. And given I'm doing a lot of comms tonight, I have the sneaking suspicion that that's not going to end terribly well. I was just checking if my audio is still there, and it is. You just see Stroker Race cross the line, setting a... Oh, and Rapid McNeils has spun on the mono curb. Mono corner. Actually, no, has he? Yeah, he has. So as a result, that whole sector 1 and 2 section is yellow flagged. As Andy H sets the provisional fastest time, and I get a random invite. I'm streaming right now, so I'm not going to do that, unfortunately, mate. Sorry, but 1:16.612 to go provisional pole. I mean, of course, it's only provisional pole if it's in Q3, but for now, he is the fastest on track, setting a rather storming lap, if I say so myself. And we're seeing McNeil's let plenty of cars through. Clappy goes through and sets the second fastest time of a 1:17.4. Quite a bit quicker than third place Dimmer. Mercedes, the Constructors' champions right now. Sparky crosses the line, goes P3 with a 1:17.50. Nearly every car's out on track. You see Urban Growth crossing the final two corners of sorts, final corner of sorts. Crosses the line and sits a 1:17.1, goes P2. Got a Red Bull behind him, it's Stroker Race. He improves by about a tenth apparently. And goes 8th fastest. And Rango Killer sits a 1:49.4, which, well, to be honest, I know that's a banker lap, but that's F2 times in the wet. So, that's fine. And, yeah, what's this going on here? And the other admins have gotten in the chat. I just don't give a fuck. I'm here to stream, you know. I'm here to stream. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, hopefully we have a clean race. We had a bit of a dirty-ish race last week. Last week we had a dirty-ish week, which was a bit problematic. We gave someone a quali ban as a result of that, and the person who's had that quali ban has not served it. So yeah, that is what it is. You know what, whatever at this point. As someone just randomly joins and then leaves a session. Oh, this has had it all tonight. I am left as the only one to set things up, and then chaos hits when people join the reserves list early. It is what it is. But of course, as I said before, we're going to chat about that, and we'll get that all solved. Anyway, still plenty of cars yet to set times. It's your boy here who should be facing a quali ban, goes P2, so the Aston Martins are having a front row lockout. Decent effort from him. Unfortunately, he should not be setting laps, but unfortunately you can't really... this game does not account for other punishments set outside the game. In fact, this game is just... The FIA is literally just Michael Massey pressing buttons on his keyboard randomly. At least I'm half convinced that is the case, because some of the bullshit penalties that are given out. See AMG Hamilton going very, very slowly out on track and pulling out onto the left side of the circuit. The Red Bull, the AMG Hamilton in the Red Bull. See Crunchy on an outlap. We're going to go on board with Crunchy Swanman. Only 4 viewers right now. Not a lot, but it is Div 3, and it is well, we're getting into the rhythm of things in terms of the year. So my guess is people are busy. And I keep looking through the wrong bit of Rapid Racing League's news thing. And as it stands, got a yellow flag in Sector 2, Crunchy set to purple Sector 1, but he invalidates just by going a fraction wide coming out of Turn 7. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to grab a tissue. I'll be right back. A few people needing some Snickers. Yeah, no lies detected there, mate. No lies detected. God damn. And we have yellow flags everywhere, all across the track. It is a yellow flag day today, apparently. But that's okay. Crunchy's starting a new timed lap, and we're going to go onto this beautiful camera while I flip off my mic to blow my nose, because I'm pretty sure that is an audio experience that no one would want to listen to. Now that I think about it, there is a slim chance that you're all hearing me in real time go down with a cold. It's like that Disturbed song. Down with the sickness. I'm just thinking of the Richard Cheese version of it, but anyway. Swanman sets a purple Sector 1 yet again. Going through this part of the track. Let's see how he handles these S's. Gotta say, barring that outside curb, he did that really nicely, actually. Oh, sorry, inside curb. Well, I guess both are inside curbs because they both hit a wheel. But looks very smooth from Crunchy Swanman. Hasn't won a race yet, but he's had a couple of second places. Will he be able to turn that around tonight? Sets another purple sector in the middle sector as AMG Hamilton goes fastest in the Red Bull with a 1:16.4. So that's a pretty good lap. I mean, my fastest around here was a 1:16.2, but that got invalidated. So technically it was a 1:16.6. So people are already beating my time in Div 3. So that alleviates my fears a little bit. As Crunchy Swanman goes P4 with a 1:16.9, which is rather nice. We have 2 people in the 1:16.9 bracket, which is... Sorry, 3, which is nice. As it's your boy here retires from session, having set the 7th fastest time. As it stands, only 2 cars haven't set time. Let's go on board with Jishway, the current championship leader. Hasn't had much luck so far. But, Sorry, the fucking Discord. Anyway, the reactions to one of the admin's posts got a little giggle out of me. But anyway, hope you're all doing well tonight. I do apologise for the bit of a late delay. It's been a bit of a messy start. As I've said before, I'm pretty sure I've already said that before, and I'm just going to repeat myself because it's good to do that. But yes, Jishway is our provisional championship leader on 137 points. Kangaroo Guy is second. Urban Growth is third. Crunchy Swanman is fourth, and Itsy Boy here is fifth. So those are your top 5 in Division 3. Discord's still going off. It's not as bad as it was. The admins, there's Kahoot and Noodles in there now, so, you know. I mean, before it was just me. And of course, I tried to be like, alright, well look, someone's gotta leave, sort of thing. Because I don't want to single out anyone for leaving. Unfortunately, I did have to say to Boulder to leave at the end. But I partially based that off his Div 4 race last night, and the way we're going to do this going forward, I feel, is that we should have a Div... if you're racing in Div 4, then you reserve for Div 3, then you'll have a less chance of getting a Div 3 seat. Just because it's, yeah, not ideal. But Jishway goes P8. Yeah, look, there's definitely some split opinions on that, Claps. I can say that much. Of course, we'll decide it. We'll get around this. Of course, it's just a bit messy tonight, but thank you all again for being patient. Really appreciate that, and yeah, let's hope for a good race, good clean race around what's effectively a goulash go-kart track. As Dimmer goes P9 with a 1:17.1. Slowing down, he should have probably slowed down a bit more to let Mansell through. He does slow down to let Mansell through. We're going to go back on board with Mansell himself. Rango Killer set an invalidated lap. Was he on an outlap? He's on an outlap, so it's not a big deal. Get some popcorn now that I'm out. Did you crash out? You did crash out, as Crunchy Swanman goes provisionally fastest with a 1:16.3. So we gained 6 and a bit tenths there on that lap. That's a mighty lap there from Crunchy Swanman. Way I'm seeing it, I'm going to have to start signing up for Div 3 at some point. Oh, he touched the death curb. Yep, that says it all, unfortunately. Death curbs, there are plenty of them around here. Crunchy's going through one right now. We had an accident there in Div 1 and in Div 2, actually. Accidents galore, as Itsy Boy here has retired from P6 now. For some reason, but I guess Clappy getting ahead of him would give him that extra position. But Dimmer does go off to let someone through, because it is kind of ridiculous how difficult it is to let people through around here without going off the track. We're going to go on board with Rango Killer. I gotta say though, I love the name Gumbo Kebab, because like, what kind, like, I don't know why, but when I think gumbo, I think gumball for some reason, and I just think like those like really big gumballs. As we see someone improve up ahead, I think that could have been Cargamer. It is indeed Cargamer going 6th fastest with a 1:16.9. And sets a decent lap there, if I'm going to be honest. That wonderful looking Alfa Romeo. Yeah, back to that race from last week, Bahrain. That was, yeah man, I really enjoyed that. The cars look slow though, but of course, we are in a new era of car development, and of course there's going to be rapid gains in performance, pun intended. To feed me with popcorn. I just saw that. As X-Laps retires from session having set the 5th fastest time. Hutto, mate. Aren't you the one who's sleeping in a shed right now? This Cargamer, I believe, is still on an outlap of sorts, or still on another hot lap of sorts. Let's see what his Sector 3 time is, paramount to his actual lap as it stands. He's going in. Big gumballs. Urban Growth sets a purple 2nd sector, but because this game can't keep track of that properly, we don't know if it's actually outright fastest middle sector, or if it's just personal best for him, because this game can't count that. When sponsored by Rondoms, when the lights go out, indeed. Urban Growth goes P4, gaining 0.2 of a second there to go from 10th to 4th. So the gap between, like, effectively 4th to 10th is 0.2 of a second or less, which is wild. That's going to absolutely affect Q2 as it stands. We do have a full lobby, and there will be 5 cars out at the end of this qualifying session. We're on board with War Machine right now, who had a race in Div 4, finished P4, I believe. What was the same thing he did as last night? What, did you yeet your car off or something? As long as he didn't do what Kruder did and flip his car upside down around turn 8, and War Machine goes 2/10 up, but it's not enough for him to gain any positions. Or actually, it might have been, actually, because he gained 2/10 and that's more than FLX. Anyway, yeah, as long as you don't meet him for 29 laps. Yeah, no, fuck it, mate. Why not? You're starting P15. Why not, eh? I mean, I did that in Monaco, my team, because I was playing the game earlier. Heaven forbid that I don't buy F1 games every year to just spectate races. Go hards, yeah. I mean, hards are a viable strategy around here. Just because tyre wear is ridiculous. As we see the top 3 all retire from session. If we see War Machine lose it on the curbs and actually invalidate. Oh, he's going to hit the wall. Urban Growth retires. The top 7 have all opted to retire from session. They think their times are good enough, and I'm inclined to believe myself. Can you tell that I'm coming down with something? Don't mention Monaco, mate. Yeah, Monaco, mate. Yeah, I did a my team race and accidentally caused Kimi to have a 4-car pile-up in my career. So I killed Kimi, guys. I killed Kimi Raikkonen in Monaco. Oh, you can't downshift. Yeah, mate. Faulty gearbox, mate. Depends on what your car is, mate. As McNeil's mounts the mono curb a bit too much and hits the wall. Now, fun fact, in F1 2020, I did the exact same thing. I hit the wall, sorry, the inside wall, at an even lower speed, and lost my front right wheel and front wing. But to be fair, it was a Haas. Jishu's not out in Q1. Oh, we just see LeVar get himself knocked straight out. Murder on his car. And I don't think McNeil's, unless McNeil's is going to go out for another, I don't think he's going to improve. War Machine is down significantly on the first sector there. I actually think War Machine and LeVar actually had contact there maybe, but FLX is in the pits. He's happy with that time. P19 as Stroke Race slows off, not able to improve from last place. So War Machine goes way off at the end of that curb there. McNeil's is unable to do anything. Sparky's unable to do anything. And I believe that effectively rounds up all of your, all of Q1. There's going to be, as Claps points out, a 13-car Q2 because we've had a few incidents. We've had Clappy and LeVar go out of the session. So that's rather interesting. Crunchy setting the fastest lap, though, is mighty good to see, I've got to say that much. Hopefully he can convert that, and I hope to God that I haven't jinxed him. I'm hoping that if I am sick, I'm not sick for too long, because I've got a gig that I'm going to on Saturday, and then I'm going to a football game. Footy. Because, you know, go Giants. As much as the last time I said that. I mean, I am a Giants supporter, but last time we faced off against Richmond, we lost by 4 points. And I went to that game, and because the Giants are a Sydney club, I'm one of the only fans there. So it was pain and suffering. And speaking of pain and suffering, where did my membership scarf go? Ew, Giants. Ew, you. What do you support, Claps? Don't worry about it, FLX. Quali is half of tonight's event. You've still got a race. And hell, I started the race in P10, but I fell back down to P18, and by lap 24, I was 10th. By lap 34, I was P5. I was P6, actually, but I crossed the line P5 due to penalties. From the person who's saying Swans are better. So, anyway. That is the end of Q1. We have Crunchy leading Andy H by a bit over half a tenth there. So mighty close stuff there between the front row. But not far behind them is AMG Hamilton and the Red Bull. Further down the field, we've got Urban Growth, Kangaroo Guy, X-Laps, Car Gamer, One Man, Mansell, It's Your Boy here, Jushway, Dimmer, and Sparky. Eliminated from the session were Clappy and LeVar, who were untimely out of the session due to incidents in Q1, and eliminated outright from Q1 due to slow lap times or not being able to break into it, so yeah, technically slow, is Rango Killer, McNeil, War Machine, FLX, and Stroke Race. But as I said before, qualifying is half of tonight's event, and when whoever we're waiting on gets going, we're going to get going, because I don't know who we're waiting on, but anyway, I gotta charge my phone. Hawthorn, mate, my last game that I went to last year was Giants vs Hawthorn, and I had lost faith in us getting into the finals by that point because you guys beat us. Yeah, not gonna lie, depending on how you guys go, I'll either write you off or I'll accurately determine where you guys are going to be this season. Because I don't think... My personal prediction is Hawthorn won't go very far, but I have no idea. I thought Collingwood went either, but they looked pretty good against St Kilda, so I've got no idea. Yeah, yeah, they need to get the shit together with curbs. Unfortunately, going by how the 2022 cars drive, the cars might actually get worse around curbs. I'm preparing for that personally when I race in... I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be racing in Div 1 or 2 next season. I've got no idea. It'll just... whatever happens, happens. I might not even be racing. I might just be doing comms. But, Swan's better than Jish. NRL better? Yes, subjective. I mean, I remember I tried to get it at NRL. Like when I was in primary school, which, I mean, I still sound like I'm... Some people would say here that I still sound like I'm in primary school, but I'm about a decade and a half removed from that. I got into footy as a Carlton supporter when I was younger, because my dad was Carlton, and I was Carlton until like I stopped being interested in AFL, and I basically just went, nah, not really my thing. I got into A-League with Melbourne Victory and NRL with Melbourne Storm, because obviously Melbourne clubs. But I don't watch NRL. I mean, it wouldn't be a thing of, oh, I don't care about it. It's just I just haven't watched it. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty good, because it's, yeah, rugby is an interesting sport. And so is soccer. I mean, I've been watching Premier League a lot because of my dad supporting West Ham, so I just went, yeah, I was thinking of supporting Crystal or Aston, but... Rapid McNeil says, hey mate, can I join you for the rest of the qualifying? Yeah, if you want, yeah. Doggies for Jish. He supports the Doggies. Oh shit, him and I should be bitter rivals then. Unless this is for NRL. Because I'm pretty sure there's an NRL team in, oh, hang on, Western Sydney Dogs or something? I don't know. That's a curse, because it's the great Western Sydney Giants. Anyway, where is Rapid McNeil? Welcome. Oh, I nearly joined the game. I'm already in the game for the record. As we have X laps. The first to start a timed lap, he is on the medium compound tyres. We're going to watch him go around the final corner onto the start-finish straight. Looks like he had to correct a little bit of oversteer there. But, yeah, can I join you in the sexy box? Well, I've already got McNeil's here with me. As long as you guys leave for the race. Oh, X-Laps nearly loses it there on the first corner. But, hello, McNeils. Hope you're doing well, mate. Joining us in for the com box for quali.
Yeah, too slow.
Oh, that's alright, mate. Quali's only half the event.
Yeah.
I got into Q3 somehow in Hungary, and I had 2 consecutive Q3 exits, or Q1 exits beforehand. So, it happens. What truly matters is the race.
Yeah, definitely.
So how have you been?
I've been alright, just been trying to do well.
Fair enough, yeah. It's been a weird last few weeks, if I'm going to be honest. It's been warm, it's been cold, it's been all over the place. Tonight's freezing down here.
Oh yeah, it is.
Which is super weird. Oh yeah, yeah. Especially during the winter months. I've been meaning to buy a pair of shorts for winter just wearing the jersey and like the footy shorts, like combined sort of thing. I don't know. If I wanted to go out and play footy, I'd have the proper gear or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy stuff like that, but
you know, whenever I go to the footy, I always have a top under my Guernsey and all that.
Yeah.
It's just
fair enough.
too cold.
X-Laps goes quickest with a 1:18.4, but then is usurped by one man who sets a 1:17.9 in the Alpha Tauri. I will invite Claps. Mansell goes quickest. Mansell does indeed go quickest by nearly second. Still, decent lap.
Yeah,
where is Claps? I'm going to bring him in here. Oh shit, this controller's low.
Claps is out.
Oh, but he said he wanted to join the wanted to join the party for comms.
Fair enough.
So I guess he'll do that. I guess you both will do that for quali, and then do your own thing in the race.
Yeah.
As we see Sparky setting a purple first sector on his second lap out. I've invited Claps, but I haven't gotten the confirmation he's joined. Oh, just kidding. Oh. Mate, Claps says his voice is squeaky. Mate, are you hearing mine right now? I'm 23 and this is my voice. I've got a slight blocked nose right now, which probably makes me sound a bit older than... Oh, actually, makes me sound like I'm 23 if I'm going to be honest. Oh,
but
poor
he's not
Dimmer.
DNF.
Mighty lucky to not DNF there. Hopefully, did you see the weather for the race coming up? Because obviously I don't have
It's
any
dry.
insiders. It's dry, right? So that means Div 2 will be the only... I mean, Div 1 was raining for a little bit, I think. Oh, in Quali it was, actually, but Div 2 got the full wet race. And, did you watch the Div 2 race? Or either of the Div 1 or 2 races?
I watched a bit of Q1 for Div 1, but that was really
Yep.
it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, I made sure I watched both events. I mean, obviously I was in Div 2, but, yeah, it was quite good racing so far, if I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. Hopefully it's repeated here.
I mean, this is probably one of my stronger tracks, but I was hoping it
Oh,
would be
same.
raining
Yeah.
again, because that's how I got
Yeah.
my podium last season.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got P5 here from, like, I mean, of course I had a lap 1 incident, which caused me to go down from, like, 10th to 18th. So I went from 18th to 5th, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was OCE. I think by the end of like lap 8 or something, I was like dead last by a mile, and I came back to get like P5 or something.
Yeah, no, good effort, because it's a good track, this one, and it's always home to some really chaotic races. I mean, we had one real life last year,
Oh
but
yeah.
when it comes to chaotic races, I always think of Hungary 2006,
Oh
one of
yeah.
my favourite races.
Yeah, it was mental.
Yeah, just because Jensen Button finally winning a race.
Oh.
It'll be like Carlos Sainz winning a race will be similar to that because it's been just as long for Carlos Sainz, I think, as it has been for Jensen Button. Actually, yeah, because Jensen Button won. His debut was, I think it was 2000. And his 2006 was his 7th
2000
season.
or was it 01?
Yeah, it was 2000 with Williams.
Oh, yeah, it
2000,
was, yes.
Yeah.
Kangaroo
Then, he
P3.
got booted off to a mid-tier team, I think. But yeah, so I'm hoping Sainz wins a race this year, though. Did you see any of the race highlights from Bahrain last week?
Yeah, that was.
Good race. Good race.
It's funny how coming into the last corner, Charles Leclerc, something strange with
Yeah.
the engine.
Yeah,
Memories of
crosses the line.
2019.
Even the engineer was laughing with him about that. I'm just like, oh Jesus, they remember.
Oh, we got a 1 lap ride along.
Yeah, 1 lap ride along with Andy. Thank you, Claps, for doing that. I know someone did ask for that, and of course the usual thing is that you do get rapid points. I mean, it's just Twitch points, but you know, to redeem them, and then you get onboards with us. And Andy is setting purples. He's not on an outlap, but he's on the mediums, meaning he might go back out again for another lap. It'd be kind of weird if he didn't, if I'm going to be honest, because those medium tires can last more than 1 hot lap.
Urban P2.
As always, I was going to say, a mighty effort there from Urban to get himself into P2, the fastest of the medium tire runners. Am I correct there?
Yep. Until
As
Andy
goes
comes in.
P2. Yeah, Andy just pipped him by about 4/10 there, so it was a quality lap there from Andy. Purple Sector 3, and I'm
Oh,
inclined to
Kangaroo
believe that
guys coming through for another lap. P3. Only just
super
behind.
close. I don't know if Andy's going up for another lap. As it's your boy
It's
who
your
goes
boy.
fastest. You see, the thing is that I actually gave him a quali ban, but
Oh, did you?
yeah, I did, because if you check the stewards thing, he brake checked.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Britain. What the hell's going on with these tires? Anyway, yeah, I did, but clearly hasn't followed through with that. So if he causes another incident, that's a race ban.
Going straight in.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, it's one thing to brake check in the pits. I really don't like it when people brake check in the pits. I really don't like it when people brake check in general.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've served out a quali ban to AMG Hamilton, now shown on screens, because he brake checked in Spain.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's been very few of those incidents, though.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
gotta
in
say.
quali, I know you can get away with it, so I'll just speed straight to the pits as long as there's no one in front of me.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing. You
I was like,
go
I just can't be
straight in.
bothered
I remember
braking, what's the point?
Yeah, no, exactly. Especially in like something like Canada, where it could impede on someone's lap. You just go straight into there about 300 k's, and you're like, oh, okay, the car will stop itself.
Oh my god, AMG Hamilton's rear end was sliding all over the place there.
Yeah, it's on a part of the track where he needs rear traction, and unfortunately, it didn't seem to stick. As we see a Mercedes-Benz of Dimmer crossing the line, going P3.
Bless you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my I think because I have a really bad dust allergy,
Oh,
which is not ideal given I don't really
crunchy
clean
on
my
the
room all that much.
mediums.
Yeah, he's been on the pace all weekend, eh?
Yeah.
It's been P1 in Q1, P2 in Q2 so far. And, oh god damn it. That time I covered up the mic for that one. Yeah, so as I said before, I had a dust allergy, and I went, well, because it's cold today, I'm going to fire up my heater, my portable heater. Problem is that it's covered in dust from about 5 months of not being used. Maybe more.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of paying the price for that right now.
Only one to not settle up is AMG Hamilton. He's just come straight back into the pits there.
Yeah, a bit weird, but still plenty of time left for him to set more than one reference lap as it's your boy here, sorry. Hey, Claps has joined. He's finally joined. Hey, mate. Oh, fuck my nose. Anyway, yeah, my nose has gone absolutely cacked. That's alright, though.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Hardwich goes, come on, Urban. Fuck Dust, bro, I'm with you there. Yeah, no, I agree. Dust is not my friend.
Got hay fever,
Dust's
man.
not my friend. I'm going to grab... What was that?
Got hay fever.
Dust allergy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, dust allergy fucks my shit up. I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have included your audio in this, because there
I
is a
have.
thing where you gotta include your audio.
I have.
Okay, cool.
I've heard McNeil's
Easy peasy
too.
then. Easy then. No worries at all. I gotta say, I'm surprised at Jish only being P11. He's down by like the smallest of margins to his teammate, but he's down there in P11.
No, I
He's
reckon
now
he's
on
show riding there.
softs. He's came out on softs, so's X laps.
Yeah.
I reckon
They're
he's
trying to
show
get these
riding there.
hasses in Q2. Jish is Magnussen, Q3, whatever. Jish is Magnussen, X laps is Schumacher.
Well, I think that's a compliment to both of them, honestly, because Schumacher and Magnussen is a duo that I rate. I think they're both pretty good. And Schumacher could have been in the points had he have not gone for a full 360.
He got
because
spun.
of Ocon.
O'Cock. Yeah, Ocon, yeah. Yeah.
Good way to put it.
That's a good name,
Yeah,
man.
the pink... I mean, yeah, Ocon went for an optimistic move down on the inside line and tapped the rear
Went
Schumacher
wide
car.
as hell.
No. I mean, unless you're Perez and Hamilton and you do overtake there, but for some reason Perez and Hamilton just give each other all the room in the world. It's almost as if they know that they're racing and not in title contention or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit sus. Nah, Ferrari constructors and I'm probably gonna say Sainz. Sainz.
We got Claps doing a hot lap with AMG Hamilton.
Claps. Yeah?
That's-
Oh, sorry, that's Wilco. That's Wilco doing that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wait.
AMG
So Wilco
Hamilton
wants-
had a collie ban.
Oh, he wants you to do it, mate. He wants you to do it. But if AMG Hamilton goes out,
Wait,
because
he
he's still
wants
sitting
me
happy
to
in the pits.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wants you to do it, mate.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, don't worry, I've put under pressure many a time for Euro Div 2.
Lovely. Sorry about that. You'll get to hear a live audio of me blowing my nose. Jesus.
I don't think AMG Hamilton will come back out again.
He's probably gonna come out late in the
No,
session,
there's
or he
movement in
doesn't
the
have a
garage
set of
now.
tires.
He's coming out. He's coming out.
Is he?
I don't see the Red Bull.
I don't see a Red
He's
Bull.
not-
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Movement in the
I
garage.
see the...
Oh, he has
Yeah, I see the
movement.
Jackman.
Yeah, Jackman.
Do you think those guys ever fall backwards when they're coming out?
seen
They've got to
it before.
run
I've
backwards.
seen
Yeah,
it before.
probably.
But I mean,
They'll
most
do
of
a
them have done it for
Romulus.
quite a long time.
Yeah. What's doing a Rummy? What's doing a me?
Yeah,
Sorry?
just
Falling
falling
backwards out of the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I did literally do that in Hungary before I finished P5, but
Ah,
that is
yeah.
what it is.
P8.
Jish isn't. I don't
Yeah.
think this is Jish's best track. I can't speak English.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that far off the pace from the top. I mean, excluding It's Your Boy's monster lap. I mean, Crunchy's 1:16.9. It's only a couple, like half a tenth.
It's your
And-
boys on softs though, so I think he may be going for like medium, soft medium, and doing like
Yeah, something
the
in
end
that
on
ballpark,
mediums
yeah.
because you can do that. I did 29 laps on them last night.
I remember Pajawa.
Yeah.
He
Jesus.
did a 24
and
lap stint on the
I could have
mediums.
gone to the end on them. They were only like 49%.
Yeah, that's
Sparky
mad.
P4. Hello.
Oh, yeah, Sparky's done a
I
good
want
lap
to
there.
see
I was just
Sparky in Q3. Sparky's a lad.
Urban's
say,
on the
Jish,
mediums again.
was on that inside of the mono corner, and he was as close as you want to be to that inside curb before you spin off into the wall.
Did you do a me last night?
I mean, was it up turn 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that in one league race like a couple seasons back in F1 2020, and my Haas just
No, no,
broke
yeah.
apart like I dropped the Lego.
I'm not
Get ready,
doing
lads.
that. I'm gonna do Hamilton
AMG
Q3 for you, Wilco.
No, I'll do it now. I have to
so-
do it now.
No, no.
He's about to do his lap.
He's going around corners, mate.
Here we go.
Going around the last
Oh, mate,
turn,
you got this.
enabling DRS. He's going 300, 8th gear. Braking into 3rd. Don't want to mount that turn. DRS active. Down to 4th gear, 3rd gear. On the power nicely. 6th gear through that turn. Sector 1, 27.1. He's... No, that's... Around this turn. Oh, I don't even know what that one is. 4th, 5th, 6th. Doesn't use as much curb as you want to on those. Going around, I don't even know these turns.
They're corners. There you go.
Corners. Sector 2, I think he may go purple. No, he doesn't. 54.8, I think he'll make Q3, maybe?
Yeah, it'll be tricky to see, but it'll be very interesting. I've actually turned off telemetry.
Going around, Crunchy goes bold. He's gone for softs. 4th gear, 5th gear, down to 5th, down to 4th. DRS active. A 17 flat, basically.
I do want to say this though. Yeah, that's very good. And also, Mansell, I think's accidentally left the session instead of retiring.
Oh,
fuck. He can join off me. I should show up online.
I'll chuck him an invite. I got you.
Yeah, chuck him over an invite.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's
my
Q2
teammate's
done
out.
and dusted.
Jish was on the
Yeah,
second
Jish is
pole.
Don't worry, mine's out as well.
On soft tyres. So, as it stands in Q2, Crunchy Swanman leads
Mansell
qualifying for
online
the second
service.
consecutive sessions. As it stands, further down the field, we've got It's Your Boy here, One Man, AMG Hamilton, Mansell, Sparky, X-Labs, Dimmer, Andy H, and Kangaroo Guy all into Q3. Eliminated are Jishway, Urban Growth, and Car Gamer.
How about we put Crunchy in Div 2 for that time?
Hey, to be honest, that my fastest before it got validated was actually a 1:16.2.
Oh.
So.
I hate this tracking.
And that was good enough. I was gonna, you know what? That was good enough. That 1:16.2. That would have been good enough for about 7th on the grid for Div 2 that race. So.
Also, what's a 1:16 flat? Because I'm pretty sure one of the Div 1 guys did it.
I mean, pole I think was a 1:15.4 around Div 1 pole if I remember. I don't 100% remember.
I remember setting pole in Div 4, but it was a wet quality.
Oh, I was up there for Div 4 actually, surprisingly.
And then you crashed out, causing a safety car, and I still wanted to stretch my tyres in hopes for a late safety car. It ruined me.
Yeah, I did that with the softs. Which was,
I could take softs for probably 15 laps around here, which is crazy.
Who are we waiting on?
Stroker.
We're waiting on
Stroker and Levert.
Stroker and Levert.
Levert.
Damn it.
Or XT as everyone calls him.
No, I'm gonna call him Levert. Oh, now we're just waiting on Stroker.
Oh, come on, Stroker.
Bit slow there, Stroker.
He was last, to be fair.
He's probably gone for a
Are you
drink.
bullying Stroker?
No, mate. No, I'm just saying he's lost his session. Hey, I've been down in Q1. A lot of races in Div 2. I'm up there in Q3. It's just happened sometimes.
I've been DNF to every race basically.
Well, there's the mantra: points or DNF, or actually podium or crash.
Crash.
Podium or crash.
Crash.
Just bin it. If you're P4, 12 points. Nah, I want P3. Fuck it, bin it in the wall.
Oh, that's what I was doing at Baku. I got taken out by one man though.
I remember that happened in front of me.
I should have gotten 5th at Azerbaijan in Div 2, but I believe it was Perks and Daff, Rapid Daff, who took each other out on the main straight on the last lap, or second last lap, and I just took P3 from that. I'm just kind of like, yeah, alright, I guess I'll take P3.
Alright, we're waiting on... No, never mind. Alright, so this actually may give a chance for Kenga to stretch out that... Or catch up the Jish. Because Kanga's here.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the gap is pretty small between those two right now.
And I'm pretty sure Kanga's been a reserve and Jish has been always full-time.
Oh no, Kanga's a full-time now.
He was a reserve though.
Yeah, he was a reserve for a while. I mean, technically Jish was a reserve at 1.2, but Jish has been racing full-time since like round 3.
Here we go.
Round 1 and 2 he raced.
X-Laps.
I don't think Kanga raced until like round 4.
Something in that ballpark, yeah, I think you're right.
Crunchy, Jim is out, his first car on track. It's X-Laps.
On my end, that Mercedes just went straight into, nearly went reversing into the Red Bull garage, so that was interesting.
That's what happened to mine.
Yeah, he just went straight in there.
It's
It's
just
like,
like-
no, oops, sorry.
Oop, nah.
Give me a Honda engine.
No, I don't want a Honda engine. I'd rather a Renault.
Yeah, I mean, I did that in my team. I've got the good old Renault, the
I
falling
mean, the
apart.
Mercedes is but the Honda's just. And the
Oh,
Ferrari.
mate, I love the Honda engine. I mean, I remember the broken Honda engine from 2017, but I love the sound it makes. It sounds like it's just falling apart.
What about the
when you like
Ferrari
it.
engine? It sounds shit. Oh,
It sounds like a slide whistle.
I know.
Just- I mean, it also sounds like a dentist drill. I've said it, but I
Where
haven't
do you
used
get
that
that
analogy for
from?
quite a. I don't know. Just, I mean, if I get an audio sample. Oh, hang on, that'd be a weird audio sample to get. Hang on. I mean, to be fair, Pajala last night kept playing Celine Dion, and we haven't been copyright striked yet, so I guess I can play a dentist drill sample.
No, you can't get copyrighted until like if you've hit like past affiliate, you can't get copyrighted.
Here you
You're
go.
allowed to use music. That sounds
It sounds like a
nothing
dentist drill. Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Codemaster just. Oh Jesus! Now my YouTube search history is just going to be dental work. Concerning. Yeah, but basically dentist drill.
Yeah,
Um,
Bachala won't get copyright
FLX wants to be in the
striked.
box, but I
It's
mean,
to
there's
me.
already two others here. I'll do it with you next time, mate. I do apologise.
He's my
We've already got
mate,
two others in
too.
here.
I was in a party with him, and I was like, "Well, I should join the combox
How is
since
that
I'm
really
out,"
invalid?
as a joke, and now I'm actually in it.
You're in the com box, mate. Did you, Nick, were you saying, well, how did X-Labs not get invalidated?
Yeah, he was well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Xbox goes wide all the time, and I'm actually kind of getting sauce of it.
Oh, whenever I go
Nah,
wide,
there's
I
nothing
make sure
sus
not to
about it,
rejoin.
mate.
Oh,
In no way he doesn't invalidate.
no.
He took the IndyCar line.
Here's something. Here's something. If you go off the track, wait till you pass the curb, because you can't get invalidated.
you've gotta
I
go
always
really-
do that.
Yeah, you may as well just own it. Like, you go, oops, I'm out, fuck it, just go... You cut half the track and Codemasters won't look, but if you cut the
Yeah.
curb a little bit, oh, nope, invalidated.
Like that.
Yeah, it's
See that?
invalidated.
Literally that.
One
Invalidated.
I
Oh,
think
he's
we may have
invalidated.
just jinxed him. No,
Like,
that's gonna
get
be
these
Nixon.
squeakers
He
out of the
hasn't.
comms box. No, mate. They wanted to join their
Who said
Div 3
that?
guys. Demonic biker.
No, that's
one's ever heard of you,
Lev.
mate.
That's Lev.
God damn
There
it.
you go, Demo.
Lev, you
with
can't
a
talk much crap
17
either.
flat. Not bad.
Is he also, does he also sound like me? Because I don't sound like I'm
Put on
23.
chin.
I'm pretty sure he's like 16, and he sounds older than that, but he doesn't act it.
Kind of like me when I was 16. Anyway, Crunchy goes fastest with a 1:16.3. That was a mighty lap there. He's managed to be mighty consistent all session long so
How
far.
about we put Crunchy in Div 2? He doesn't belong here.
There's no space
I mean,
there,
we
mate.
don't... There's no space, yeah. It's constantly full. If anything, Div 1 needs drivers. And
Yeah.
the thing is that no one wants to go into Div 1 because
'Cause
you're like a
Kahoot.
10th off and oops, you've lost 13 places. Yeah, because Kahoot.
You know,
Kahoot,
Andy,
honestly, why be fast?
our person, the Aston in 9, has gave some attempts in Div 1. A Div 3 driver.
Yeah, but he's been out of the points as far as I can tell. He's been good and he's been clean, which is very important to getting into Div 1. But
And he gave it a
Yeah,
shot. Toaster gave it a shot and all that.
yeah, he's given it a shot more recently than I've been in a Div 1 race.
Yeah.
And I keep reserving for it, but I keep being told no.
Yeah, Toaster
Um,
is one of my other mates too. He recently came back from, he quit league racing for a bit because he had like dog
Yep.
issues and family issues, and now he's
Yep,
back
yep.
racing and he's like 3 seconds off his usual
Andy!
pace. Okay, Andy,
Wah!
go, bye bye.
Yeah. And he's just baited everyone there. He's been up there all session long.
Mate,
And he's
Andy,
made a stake to
fast.
pole there.
Where would that
Will
put
he
him
be
in
able to
Div
keep
2?
that?
AMG Hamilton.
That'll put him in Div 2, he says.
Hamilton, bye bye.
Where is this come
15.5
from?
for AMG Hamilton.
Where is this come out of? He's just pulled that out of his
That's-
backside.
I was gonna say that's borderlining Div 1 pace and quality.
That's probably
Div 2's pole
that's your
was a
Q2.
15.8.
That's like
Oh,
your Q2 and Div 1.
15-8 Div 2 pole.
Yeah,
How
15.8
about we
was
put
Div 2
Hamilton
pole.
upper tier, mate?
I mean, this session's this will be proof. But yeah, we'll have a look at it. Hopefully, Noodles is in the chat box or something. Oh, he's not. None of the
Noodles,
admins are.
you
I'm the
should
only admin here, apparently.
Yeah, guys.
Great
Oh,
support.
I should just go put it in my league's chat. Get everyone in for my league.
If you want.
Nah, my league's scary. My boss is scary.
Isn't
Come on,
everyone's work
Spiker.
boss?
Yeah, Hamilton
Pardon?
and Andy are Div 3 drivers. Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
questioning
yeah.
it, mate. All questioning.
Andy makes sense to a degree because he's only had a few races, and look, him in Div 1, oh, he's out of fuel actually, Andy.
Yeah,
Hey, that actually happened to me in Q3 as well, fun fact.
That always happens to you.
Yeah, I
I
ran
reckon
out
he
of
runs
fuel.
low fuel, that's why.
Yeah,
Me?
No.
Or him?
Andy.
Andy.
He always
does
runs
it
low
a
fuel.
lot. The Wallaby Tier 1 champion.
Yeah, no, he's got fuel's red. I mean, as long as he doesn't get disqualified for that, and like Vettel did here,
You
not
can't.
ideal. Thank God.
You can't, and at least he didn't do me at France in race.
Sorry, Noodles just joined the stream, who just got himself timed out by Nightbot, because
Oh my
Nightbot's...
gosh.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Nightbot's actually Michael Massey, I swear.
No. I swear Nightbot is just someone that we don't know
Mansell?
and we should figure out who it
P5?
is. Kanga's P3. I don't
Yeah,
think,
Kanga's P3,
It's
but he's out
Mansell.
there on another lap.
Mansell's
I
just
don't
put
think
yeah.
this is looking good for Jish.
Nah,
It's your boys
I
coming
mean, he'll
out.
be fine.
How many points are they separated by? Let me go check.
It was something like 15, something, maybe a bit more.
Hold on, I'll go check for you. Hassan, Mercedes are tied on points. There's something. It's 15 points. Sorry. Kanga has to... He's just invalidated. He's got to score 15 points this race, and Jish can't score a single point, or Kanga has to win this race. And Jish has to
Yeah,
get...
so it'd be quite a ask because Jish has had a very consistent finishing record, and I hope saying that hasn't jinxed it and he ends up upside down like Kruder Khan on Monday.
Kruder's washed, I swear. He gets a win and he's like, yeah, that's enough for me.
Pajala called him Pasta Maldonado. So
That's
yeah,
not a wrong statement.
yeah, big rip there.
Love you,
But,
Gruder, but he's not wrong.
Oh, yeah, Kruder's a bit washed, I think. I'm sorry, Kruder,
Hey,
if you
I'm
joined the
washed
chat.
as well.
You're not washed.
We're all washed.
You're not washed. We'll be
Mate.
washed next game.
Oh, yeah, I probably will be, not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna be
No.
fucked there.
Yeah, so I started this game was at like 2019. I was slow as hell. Went to 2020. It was slower than 2019. And then I go to 2021. I find it unbelievable pace.
I'm the opposite. I was really quick in 2019, a bit slower in 2020, and even slower in 2021.
You say that, yet
We're
you
about
get
the
race
same.
win.
Yeah,
I haven't even got a
yeah,
podium.
actually, to be fair,
Huh.
you're correct there, McNeils. I have got a race win in 2021. The best I got in 2020. I mean, I got a race win in Div 2 2020, but
Yeah, but
yeah, okay,
you were in-
same.
you're in Div 1
Basically
because
the
you won
same.
the championship.
Yeah,
effectively,
Romulus.
yeah. And I'm running third now.
Romulus.
That was in the racing point,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Stop.
Yep.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
Well, who's
the
that
pink,
span?
the pink boy.
The pink. I love that car.
One of the best looking cars, easily.
Nope. I disagree with
It's
you
your
there.
boy said a purple first sector, by the way.
Is it real or fake? Hold up.
Oh,
Is
no,
it,
it's your boy.
It's
He's
your boy's
stuffed
gone
it.
off-roading, he's mowing the track.
He's the one of Valtteri Bottas at Austria.
Oh, what's happened
Yeah,
here
he's
with
mowing the
X
lawn.
laps? He's going all
Does
over
he
the
let
place.
X laps through? He does indeed let X laps through.
X laps
He's
was just
also
all
out
over
on
the
a
place
hot
there.
lap.
Romulus, how about you race
Yeah.
these guys? There you go.
I mean, if I get slower, yeah, it's likely.
Yeah,
Nah.
tier mod with
How about we
racers.
put the top three? No. Actually, keep Urban here. He's cool. He's good. How about we move Jish, Andy, and Kanga up the Div 2, and yeah, we're good. It's
I
sorted.
mean, we'll see. I mean, we're not moving anyone until the next game.
Yeah.
And of course, the next game we'll change up the pecking order a bit because
X
people will adapt
laps,
to
only
the same
P8.
driving style differently.
X-Labs P8.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's quite shocking.
Our second road, look out for Mercedes, by the way. Right now.
Yeah, decent effort there from the two Mercedes drivers. I'm gonna say X Laps is it's a bit of a surprise for him to be that far down, but
It's a bit of
he's been able to
surprise
make it
for
up
me
the
to
race
be that
prior.
far down.
Oh well, it happens.
You crashed, so
Yeah,
What can you
I
do?
rarely crash. I'm just trying to still get used to my no TC now.
I just spun twice.
How many views you got in the com box, mate? It's just me and two others.
He
It's
needs
me,
six.
Rapid
He needs
McNeils, and
six
Rapid
more.
Clappy.
He needs
Need six more, mate. We need We needed a whole Overwatch party. Actually, yeah, rapid claps. I thought it was clappy, but it is rapid clappy. So yeah,
It is
clappy and
clappy,
McMills.
but I just have a custom gamer tag for in-game, and then my Xbox
It's your
gamer
boys
tag's
invalidators.
different.
That's him probably gone for.
It's your boy.
That's him gone.
It's your boy.
It's your boy set a time that would be good enough for him on the wet tire in F2. But I believe that's just a banker lap.
Not even that.
Not even that,
Not
mate.
even that, maybe.
That's 20 seconds off my time in Div 4 last night. He's doing a roll and
Yeah, that was Inter, so
He's
that was
doing a
Inter,
roll
that
and
was Inter.
build.
I was into tire
Good old
though.
intermediates. I mean, I remember in Div 1 last year, I was going around Monaco drifting on the full wets in the dry.
Oh, Demon's
That was-
Oh,
gone.
no,
Demon's
no,
binned
no, you
it.
gotta do a Yano up there.
Dim has binned it.
Oh,
No, I don't think he has binned it
Yeah,
because
he
he's
has.
still
Oh, no, he's
P4.
not.
he has,
Yeah,
Who
he's
has
moving,
the
he's moving.
it's your boy, we're going past
One
it,
man?
it's your boy,
P7.
it's your boy. I'm sorry.
Who's
He's
next?
catching up to him, actually.
Andy. Nice.
Nah,
He's done
Dimmer
it.
hasn't binned it. He's just retired.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Andy
Andy.
will not improve.
Yes, he
Yep.
does.
Unfortunately for
Kangaroo's
Andy,
up.
he could go out for another lap.
And she's
Kangaroo's up.
invalidated.
Kangaroo's up on his time.
Noodles goes wires and claps racing. Mate, he is. He's just out in Q1.
Yeah, it was a 13 car Q2, mate.
Good stuff.
Who's that behind? Is
Seeing
that
Kangaroo
Manson?
Guy, though, will he get to pole
He's
position? He's
2
two
tenths up.
tenths up in the
That's-
second sector. This is going to be mighty interesting.
2 attempts will put him, keep him third at the moment.
It's your boy.
Yeah, but we'll see, because you can make a massive gain in the final sector if you get those right, and that could have been a weak point for him.
Stays. Mansell stays.
I mean, he
Yep,
goes a
Mansell
little bit
could not
close
improve.
for that turn, I reckon.
Here we go, Kangaroo.
Kanga crosses the line, goes P2.
Oh, that
Only
is
just,
close.
only just.
Andy's up though.
Crunchy's
Andy's
also
up.
on a lap. We can't
Andy's up.
forget
Andy's
Crunchy.
up. Andy's up. At the moment.
Crunchy's Andy and Crunchy and X Laps are all on laps. Actually, X Laps
And
just
he's up
crosses the line,
4
finishes
tenths.
P6.
Oh, he's got
And
pole
he could
here.
take
I reckon
pole
he's got
here.
pole in the bag here. He doesn't beat it.
If he doesn't run out
got
of
it in the
fuel.
bag. Oh, he's run out of fuel.
Yeah, he's out of
He ran out
fuel.
of fuel.
He's done what I've done.
He's run out.
Oh, he's 4 tenths up.
No.
Oh, he's
That's up
robbed
to
himself
Crunchy. Oh,
from pole.
Crunchy's invalidated too, so that's
Oh,
it for Crunchy. He will
no,
only start
Andy.
P5,
That's
having been on the
it's
front
really
row.
good points for Merc if they can keep this.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to gain a massive amount of points over Haas.
Oh,
Anyway,
no,
guys.
That is sad.
That's effectively the end of Q3.
And I
was
gotta
gonna
go
say,
now.
Yes, that
You should head off, prepare for the race. Good luck, you two.
I'll go on
and,
my queue.
thanks for joining in.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yep,
probably
hard
going to
tyres,
do the
mate.
same strat as I did last night.
29 laps out of 34 on hards, and then you do the rest on softs. Easy win, mate.
That's
Easy
right,
win. Yep. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, can't fault that. Good luck, mate. Good luck, you
to
two.
you, Claps.
I'll speak to you guys later.
Right, see you later.
See you, mate. And that ends the rather hectic Q3. A lot was going on there, and we had a surprise pole sitter out of all that. Andy could not cross the line and improve as he ran out of fuel. Oddly reminiscent of my own lap where I could have improved, but as it stands, AMG Hamilton takes pole position ahead of the Division 3 Hungarian race. Alongside him on the front row is the Kangaroo guy, 2.5 tenths down. Not much further down from that is Andy H in the Aston Martin. Alongside him in row 2 is Dimmer in the second Mercedes. And then further down the field we've got Crunchy, who led the first 2 sessions. Will we have the Rummy glitch? That's a really good question, actually. We probably will. X-Laps is P6. One Man P7, Mansell P8, Sparky P9, and It's Your Boy here rounds out your top 10. It's Your Boy here, 30 seconds off the pace. We know that that was because he set a banker lap and then wasn't able to set a quality lap. It wasn't indicative of his final pace. With 3 seconds left to go, we've got a formation lap and a full race up ahead. Stick around for that, because it's going to be a very interesting one. And I don't think the race is wet either, so the race will actually be, you know... I don't know how those top 3 are Div 2. Yeah. Oh, you didn't have the Rummy glitch! It's time for streamers and party celebrations. If I had a streamer, I'd throw one around right now, but I don't. So I'm going to have to grab out my giant scarf and, I don't know, hope we get to the finals this year, which I low-key doubt. I think Carlton will take our spot. Maybe that's just a really big jinx, but... GG's, mate, if you're watching chat. I am watching chat, mate. Mansell... And, yeah, that is about Mansell. Yeah, no, Mansell's done really good. That's his second race with us, I'm pretty sure. And Mansell's shown he's a quality driver, I gotta say. 20 seconds until we start the formation lap. But yeah, for the record, those who had joined me before in the comms box were none other than Rapid Claps and Rapid McNeils. And they wanted to join because they were both out in Q1, and they both are Div 3 regulars, so they can provide another perspective on racing in Div 3. So I appreciate them for coming along and speaking to me for a bit. It was good chatting with you guys. Actually, I've spoken to McNeils before, but not Clappy before. But anyway, we are on board with the AMG Hamilton, who's starting his formation lap. We're going to go off that camera and go onto the camera that actually suits these racing cars, because the onboards are kind of good if you're racing, not on the formation lap. As it stands, we have 24 viewers. Thank you all for coming along tonight and taking time out of your day and evening if you're from Europe, or evening if you're from Europe, or sorry, even if you're from Oz, day if you're from Europe. I'm having a stroke apparently. To watch this stream, we've got 24 of you in here, and it's good to yeah. Oh, Muckping wants to do comms with me. Yeah, it'd be cool to do that, but I'll do that with him. Oh, I'll do it with him next week. Yeah. If you can have Muckping, if he wants to join next week, it's up to him. I don't mind. Man's wind's getting Kimson too much. No, King of Hungary, yeah. Didn't he get pole here? No one asked Dad. Hido, go back to the shed, mate. Hang on a minute, if I'm old on noodles, does that mean I'm oh, hang on, no. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Kahoot's fucked. Yeah, Kahoot, mate, you're washed. Hashtag Kahoot washed. Here we go, and here's a timely reminder, too, of what the Ferrari engine sounds like. How the hell did that not wake up my cat? I've had many other random sounds wake up my cat, but not a friggin' dentist drill. Yeah, and I'm more than happy to have him on next week. It's just a sudden, and I'd rather do this solo for now, but I'm more than happy to have him on next week, trust me. Just remind me, Muckping, remind me, Daff, and Kahoot, actually. Romy likes people. It's the second time Hutto said that. Okay, and what of it, you're gay? What's wrong with being gay, mate? Have I been awkward? Gumbo, have I been awkward in comms? If I have, please be upfront about that, because I appreciate people being upfront with me if I'm not doing good at comms. I appreciate when people tell me I'm shit, because frankly, I don't rate myself either. There are better commentators than me. Ready for some one-liners. Yeah, look, I'll get him on next week. Trust me. I don't know who we're waiting on. We're waiting on War Machine. And we're not waiting on War Machine. We've got 5 lights. Fade into full 5 lights. And the race begins. The charge to turn 1 opens up with AMG Hamilton starting off beautifully from Kangaroo Guy. Dimmer getting alongside, and Crunchy also gaining quite a few positions. As it stands going into turn 1. Oh, X-Laps hits the back of Crunchy Swanman. X-Laps brakes super late. But Crunchy seems to get away with damage. But as it stands, your top 5 are AMG Hamilton, Kangaroo, Crunchy, X-Laps, and Dimmer. We seem to have more incidents further down the field. McNeils has spun off, and FLX is also very slow out. He's also been involved in a spin. So we've seen a few spins already unfolding, but as it seems to be the case, the rest of the field has gotten away rather okay. One man and Clappy exchange positions. One man goes very wide, actually. And we have a yellow flag again for FLX, but FLX seems to be okay. But as it stands, AMG Hamilton continues to lead this race. And is half a second up. In fact, the gaps are nearly identical between second and third. We have another yellow flag. It's between... Oh, it's Rango Killer's been involved there. He's spun around... I think he's done a full 760. 720, sorry. And unfortunately for Rango Killer, he's just fallen way down the field there. Sparky's gained a few positions. He was in Q3, but he's managed to lose quite a few. And Evan Growth seems to have dropped a few positions as well. He seems to be taking things a bit cautiously earlier on in this race. But as it stands at the end of lap 1, AMG Hamilton leads Kangaroo Guy and Crunchy Swanman in the podium-paying positions. As Rango Killer retires from the session on lap 2. Will that bring out a full safety car? It brings out a VSC. I'm guessing he's crashed up going around the right-hander. And one man has a 5-second penalty for colliding with Rapid Clappy. Not sure what happened there. But unfortunately for one man, he has now been penalised very early on in the race, which will cost him later on when he serves his pit stops. I can ease the pain, King. No, he's fine. You're all fine. It's all good, guys. And VSC is still ongoing. We have Stroker, McNeils, and FLX all pitting for new wings and tyres respectively. The strategies have been changed from the contact that they've had in lap 1. I'll drive your dick like a gear shift in a minute. The fuck? That's cursed. That's a cursed image right there. Especially if it's a car with like a really long notchy gearbox. And in that case, you're like rip and tearing like it's like a caca demon in Doom Eternal. You know, when like the Doomslayer like grabs in his eyes and go. Anyone who thinks about that? Kahoot actually told me last week he was aiming for comms. Oh, was he? That's cool. I'm more than happy to have him on with me next week. I've had Perks with me, I've had Frizy with me a few laps. We've still got a VFC. Or do we have that sector timing glitch, I wonder? It looks like we might have that sector timing glitch pretty early on, which means someone is causing latency issues. Could actually be War Machine, actually. So we have Lavar. It could actually indeed be War Machine, but we are back under racing conditions, so that has been averted. Mansell makes a dive on Dimmer and takes P5, but the DRS zone does open up a bit. Dimmer has kept very close behind the rear of the Alpine in question. We're seeing a bit of deja vu here, an Alpine versus a Mercedes. It's like the 2021 Grand Prix notchy gearbox. Yeah, I mean, I want to drive a manual. In unrelated things, I do want to drive a manual car. Automatics are getting a little boring for me. Jish has managed to make a few positions as FLX spins. And he's still not completed the second lap, so he's had a shocking start to this race, unfortunately. And Clappy has ghosted. He's in P19, and I think he's checked out of the race. So my saying good luck to people continues to be a curse. And AMG Hamilton actually was a bit unstable there on the curb exit, mounted the curb a bit too much. And Kangaroo Guy and Crunchy both gained as a result of that. They're getting a lot closer to the lead car right now. And X-Laps is sitting happy in P4. Seems to be not in any imminent danger of being overtaken by Mansell, who is under threat from Dimmer and Andy. And we see a big battle pack here forming for the lower end of the top 10 paying points positions. We see Jish could make a dive here if he's feeling particularly ballsy. But he is looking to make a dive on one of the ballsiest people on the grid. One of the biggest risk takers on the grid. It's your boy here. He keeps P8 as it stands, mounting that inside curb, opening up DRS for the second time. He's swerving already. Might be low on ERS. We enable telemetry for a split second. It suggests that he's on 57% after just 4 laps. As Urban Growth posts the fastest lap of this race, and we have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Not sure which car caused that, as the situation appears to have rectified itself. But we do have a yellow flag, and it's AMG Hamilton. So the race leader has spun way off, has dropped all the way down to P10, which gives Kangaroo Guy the provisional lead of the race, as War Machine gains a 3-second time penalty. You reckon Mansell for a surprise podium? Well, mate, he's in the podium paying positions right now, so is it really a surprise? But I do get what you mean. It's been a quality performance from him so far. He's gained 5 positions since the start of this race. And unfortunately, one man has lost the most positions this race, dropping 10 full positions since he started. AMG Hamilton's down there with him too, dropping 9 positions. But other big gainers are War Machine and Stroker Race, gaining 5 and 4, with Car Gamer and It's Your Boy here also gaining set numbers of positions. As It's Your Boy here and X-Laps both go into the pit lane on lap 5 of 35. Oh, there's some slight contact there between the two there. Did It's Your Boy here get damage from that, or a penalty? Didn't seem to. So they've seemingly gotten away with that. As we see Andy H and Dimmer side by side. And oh, Dimmer spun off. Spinning up those rear tyres. It's not the way you do it. You're going to have your damaged rear tyres as a result of that. And that promotes AMG Hamilton back up into 7th after It's Your Boy here and X-Labs both went into the pits. It's Your Boy here comes out of the pits in P13 alongside Urban Growth. He brakes to let Urban Growth through, as too wide would have resulted in contact. Oof, I'm seeing some. You're all objects. Hush now. Well, that's harsh. Am I an object? I hope not. I'm a soulless husk, but I'm not an object. As we have another yellow flag. Apparently it's just a phantom yellow flag. Apparently there's a rogue marshal just wanting to cause chaos in this virtual race. Might be Michael Massey. And as it stands, Kangaroo Guy sailing away from Crunchy there. Where is Jishway? Jishway is in 5th. He's had a quality but quiet race so far. He's managed to steadily gain the positions where needed and has managed to avoid penalties. Andy H and Mansell are still battling for the last podium place. Mansell on those soft tyres will be feeling the effects of the tyre wear around here. The tyre wear isn't terribly generous here. Andy goes past him before the braking zone here, but will Mansell brake later? No, he's far behind Andy H in the braking zone, but he does have a second chance through the second DRS zone. Michael back with a vengeance. Yeah, Michael Massey. Oh, I lost my seat, mate. He lost his seat. Yeah, he lost his seat as the FIA head, or FIA marshal. But anyway, Cargamer and Jushway alongside each other. Jushway stays ahead of Cargamer through excellent car placement, and the two continue to battle for 5th place. Namesy Hamilton, through those two battling, is slowly catching up as Mansell gains a 3-second penalty and loses 3rd place to Andy H, who sails on away on those medium compound tyres. Those soft tyres are absolutely starting to feel their weight. The tyres go by pretty quickly. As you can see, a vast majority of runners are on the medium tyres. We see Urban Growth and Itzy Boy here fighting for P12. And there was nearly contact between the two again. Oh, and Urban Growth has an awful exit out of that corner there, which then has them both go nearly side by side into the Mono corner. We call it the Mono corner because apparently Mono's had a lot of incidents there. I don't know. The track is still showing full green for some reason, but now it's not. If you could be a team principal, who would it be, Rom? I'd be Frederic Vasseur. I like Frederic Vasseur. He's my favourite team principal. He's a cheeky bastard, and he's underrated. He did good for Renault, and then Cyril kicked him out, or the higher-ups at Renault kicked him out, and he's had a good stint at Alpha since, I'd say. As Crunchy and Mansell both pit, as we have a yellow flag in Sector 2. It's that Rogue Marshal again. We also have a yellow flag in Sector 1, which appears to also be a Rogue Marshal, because there's nothing that's gone on. I'm just a lonely man in a lonely world. Aren't we all? Aren't we all lonely? Asking the hard questions. It wasn't a hard question. Frederic Vasseur any day of the week. Especially since, in his tenure with Alpha, since he joined in like 2018, he's had, Ericsson, Leclerc, Raikkonen, Gio, Zhou, and Bottas. Those are all drivers I'd have beers with. Nah, I don't want to be Toto. I have Austrian family heritage, so if we're going by lineage, then closest would be Toto, yes, but I don't know. Frederick just appeals to me more as an individual. He seems to be a much more level-headed dude than the power-hungry Toto Wolff. Jishway running in 3rd though, gaining 8 positions. We're gonna go back to the interval and get rid of the position change. It's been there for so long. And Andy H running a bit wide actually. Oh, he's lagging. Unless I'm lagging. Oh dear. Did the stream cut out? No, stream's fine. Okay. I thought the stream had cut out and I briefly panicked. But that's okay. Cargamer and Jushway are battling into turn 1. Who will break later between these two? Jushway defends on the left side, on the right side of the track, sorry. I think my brain is mirrored. Cargamer, loses a bit of rear end stability there, and ultimately it costs P3 as Jushway manages to hold on going into the forest of this track, the meat and potatoes, sectors 1, 2, and 3, for the fast speedway bits, I'd say. As Urban Growth and Itzy Boy here are still battling for P11 now. As Mansell went into the pits a few laps prior. See Mansell gaining DRS on X-Laps, but X-Laps getting a much better exit. And Crunchy Swanman setting a purple first sector. He's as close as you want to be to that inside curb. And he's catching up very slowly but surely to Dimmer, who's running in P7. The Mercedes duo looking particularly good right now to gain a lead in the Constructors' Championship. The Constructors is pretty much level between Mercedes and Haas right now, which is not something you'd say in real life, nor in any league racing, honestly. Daft taking control, Gubbo Kebab in Div 4. Why Daft back to Div 3, mate? You and I are pretty much equal. If you're in Div 3, then I'm in Div 3. It's as simple as that. Unless you're talking about Hugh Daff. As we have a yellow flag, it's saying, oh, it's a Haas! It is not Juice, it is X-Laps. Oh. He's gone straight off there. He's done what Shumi did. It'd be nice if I could see. He's got no front wings, so that's just gone wrong for him, but no virtual safety car to account for. So Levar and Dimmer, if collisions were on in the pit lane, that would have resulted in very likely a DNF for the two, but that is not a thing in these games. But Levar and Dimmer both pit under the current track conditions. War Machine in P9 having a solid race so far. He has a penalty to his name, but he's keeping up, and is sandwiched actually in between Urban Growth and It's Your Boy here. I'm not quite sure how he got there, but I'm sure he'd be happy to be up there in the points. He's been struggling to be in the points. You have more points than me. Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't have as many podiums. I mean, I don't think I don't know. I have a lot of podiums, but I don't know. I don't think I'm that good in Div 2, even though I'm running third. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like my recent form's been a bit weak. Anyway, Kangaroo Guy still leads this race with a gap of about 2 seconds from Andy H, having a quality race so far as we cross the lap 10 of 35 mark, and we have another yellow flag in Sector 2. Rogue Marshall really has it out there to just cause chaos and disruption in this race. Again, don't know what's causing the yellow flag, but we do have a yellow flag in Sector 2 from McNeil's, potentially losing it. And AMG Hamilton and Jish are alongside each other going into Turn 3, who will brake later. AMG Hamilton brakes a little bit later, and they give each other very little room, but just enough to continue racing. And AMG Hamilton runs a bit wide there, off into the grass, wants to mow the lawns a bit, and Jish eases up a little bit from having more momentum into that corner than Hamilton did. No, Mikey, that was so not a yellow flag. So we have another yellow flag further down a field. It could be McNeil's again. He's going into the pit lane. He's currently running 16th as X-Laps is also running 18th and is ghosted. But Claffy is also... Oh, he's going in between being ghosted and not being ghosted. And he's also low on fuel, which is not ideal. Oh, and AMG Hamilton loses it. Oh, bang. I think he's out of the race. He has a puncture or he's out of the race. He resets the track, which is not allowed, but a VSC's been called. And he has a puncture, which is not something you see all too commonly. And of course... that means Crunchy cannot get ahead. Oh, and he spins off the track. Toto McTavish. Did I sound a bit a mixture of German and Irish or Scottish or something, did I? As AMG Hamilton unintentionally holds up the cars behind him from his puncture. He's got to dive into the pits. Urban Growth opts to dive in the pits. Oh, and AMG Hamilton spins out of pit lane, which is not something you see every day. Hopefully he can get back into the pits. He's going reverse. He might get disqualified for this if he's not careful. But that's massive bad luck for AMG Hamilton there to get a puncture like that and then just spin out of the pit lane. I've never seen that before, frankly. But he's getting in there. He's safe in the pit lane. Fortunately for him, he can continue this race. It is pretty early on in context of the race, thankfully. And he is not in danger of being lapped as it stands. In fact, Kangaroo Guy's gained a little bit from Andy H, actually. He's gained to about 2.1 seconds. A small margin, but it's gone down actually a little bit through Sector 3. And Jish has managed to gain a bit of a gap from Car Gamer, actually. 1.4 seconds to gap between 3rd and 4th as we have another yellow flag in Sector 3. It is McNeil's, so the Alpha laps the Alfa Romeo. And Crunchy still sitting very comfortably in 5th, in a very good position. But the top 5 are all on medium compound tyres to varying ages. Toto Welch. So as it stands, on lap 12 of 35, we've got Kangaroo Guy, Andy H, Jishway, Car Gamer, Crunchy Swanman, yellow flag somewhere for some reason. It's your boy here, War Machine, Mansell, Sparky, and Dimmer. Those are your top 10 this race, and AMG Hamilton suffered somewhere, and he's now on the hard compound tyre, so he wants to go long for this stint. He wants to finish the race on these tyres, as McNeil's comes out on the soft compound tyre on lap 12 of 35. The two people I wished good luck are the last two people of the current runners. Justice for Dimmer. He's doing alright, mate. He's doing alright. It's early on in the race still. We're not even halfway yet. Oh! Dimmer spins again as X-Laps retires from the session. And Urban Growth and Levar keep battling for the last points paying position. We still have a yellow flag at Sector 2 and 3, and that is because of X-Laps' untimely retirement from the session. He retires early on. Unfortunately for X-Laps, he also retired in Div 4. Our inaugural Div 4 race was on last night, and thanks to Frizy and 3rd place runner Jishway for commentating that. Welcome aboard, Jishway, to running a Div. Welcome to hell. It do be like that sometimes, though. One man just getting past Dimmer there. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2. It is Stroker Race as Dimmer actually retires from the session for some reason. And I don't know if we've still got a safety car, but we're going to go see what happened to his car. He seems to have stopped on track somewhere. But FLX has caught right up. No, when Stroker Race spins off from having hot tyres. And Clappy unfortunately gains a 3-second time penalty. You see Dimmer's retired off to the side of the track there. His car just miraculously despawns. Were it that be that simple in real life, hey? And the gap between Kangaroo Guy and Andy H has shrunk quite considerably, actually. It's now 1.4 seconds between the two, and the two Red Bulls exchange positions. And AMG Hamilton actually nearly loses the rear there. He is looking to be lapped by P3. So we're already seeing a few lapped cars around here. But this track, it does require a lot of concentration and is a very attrition-based race. And Crunchy's sitting very comfortably down there in P5. Down there? No, he's like doing pretty good. He's going to get a solid 10 points for his effort as Cargamer goes past and AMG Hamilton spun off again somewhere. Spun off at the last corner. So what's gone from pole position has gone down to 15th position for AMG Hamilton in the space of 5 laps. So not the race he's wanted. And very unfortunate there for the reserve driver. Cargammer has used up a lot of his ERS Paramount to Jishway. I mean, look at that. 10% or less compared to 76. You can tell who's winning the ERS management. We have a phantom yellow flag coming up for some reason. Let's go on board with FLX and find out what this yellow flag's been caused by. Oh look, nothing! Damn you, Massey! Oh, and AMG Hamilton nearly lost the rear there. Andy's, oh, we've got another spinner. Could be AMG Hamilton again. It is indeed AMG Hamilton, so that's massively unfortunate for him there. But Andy H seems to have lost some ground somewhere too, because Kangaroo Guy's managed to gain about nearly 2 seconds from him there. And has managed to largely sail away with what has already been a dominant lead so far for the Kangaroo Guy. Of course, AMG Hamilton led some laps of this race, but yeah, as it stands, Kangaroo Guy's led nearly every lap so far, barring the first 2-ish of sorts. So what are your thoughts on this race so far? Who is your personal driver of the day so far? Let me know. We're approaching the lap 15 mark. We're halfway through lap 15 actually, and we've got 20 laps left of running. But so far, who stood out to you as the best driver? My personal verdict is, I think Cargamer and Jish are pretty much tied for that. They were both out in Q2, didn't make it into the top 10. Here they are, sitting very comfortably in 3rd and 4th on medium compound tyres. So we have a yellow flag, another phantom yellow flag. But we're going on board with Jishway, who is 1.5 seconds up from Cargamer. And it's a full yellow flag part of the track for some reason. And in fact, Jish had to back off quite considerably there for some reason and invites Cargamer up. My boy Jish, though I'm a bit biased. I wonder why. Anyway, yeah, Dimmer had wheel disconnected, so he's had wheel issues. Okay, yeah, this game does have a lot of wheel issues, from what I hear. That's why partially why I'm still using the pad a lot, if I'm going to be honest. Even though I use an Xbox Series X, still don't fully trust the wheel integration with all the technical issues. But Rengo driver of the day. Well, unfortunately, he retired, Frizy. I'm sure you mean well, Frizy. Hope you're doing well. I do apologise for not having you on board with me tonight, but I do understand that you're really busy with a lot of different commentary roles, and I didn't want to potentially overwhelm you with yet another one to submit stuff to stewards and so on and so forth. Didn't want to overwhelm you with that, just, yeah, because you do a lot. I know you do a lot for OCE and for Rapid. Hope you're doing well. And Cargamer losing a bit of ground there to Jish through rear instability, as War Machine pits from P11. And comes out in P11. Although one man might take P11 from him there. As AMG Hamilton spins again, unfortunately for AMG Hamilton. Just hasn't had... Oh, did we just see a bit of car fly across the track? Does he ever... Yeah, we did see bits of car fly across the track. That front wing flew across that sector of that track there. And as a result, it's brought out the VSC. Could it bring out a full safety car? That would play rather nicely. If it is a full-blown safety car, that will play into Crunchy and into Boy Here's hands really nicely, actually. Crunchy in particular, as he gets effectively a free pit stop from all this. So yeah, first safety car out tonight on lap 17, basically half distance. And it's rather interesting that we're seeing one only this late. We've already seen a VSC early on, and we saw another one up until that got upgraded. But that does bring everyone who is out of the top 10 into the top 10. Clappy is 6 minutes down from McNeil's though, which is, I believe, he's on lap 12, lap 16. Okay, so hopefully they allow lap cars through, because Rapid Clappy will have a few qualifying laps under his belt if he's allowed to roam free. Kangaroo Guy opts to pit. Hopefully no one gets a drive-through penalty. Will Jish pit? Jish is in a very good position to pit here, if I say so myself. I think he should personally, and it looks like he is. Hopefully he doesn't go too quick into there, because you could hit that barrier there. I did that in Gran Turismo Sport on the Nürburgring GP configuration actually once, during an old league race I was a part of, a league group that I did GT Sport GT4 races. I drove a VW Scirocco around there, the Group 4, and if one of the races wasn't racing right now and he was in the chat, he'd understand exactly what I mean, because he loves Gran Turismo Sport. That is this man here, Crunchy Swanman. He's a Gran Turismo fanboy like I am, but I still haven't installed Gran Turismo 7 on my PS4 yet. Jish fat. Well, I mean, his car might be fat, but not him. And interestingly enough, the top three are all on the hard compound tyre, with Car Gamer on the softs. Now, this hard car is quite tricky to drive on around here. It's essential to get a long stint out of. But it's a tricky tyre to drive. I try to avoid it as much as I can, if I'm going to be honest. Clappy somehow gets behind Dimmer and then gets back in front of him somehow. There is the AMG. They updated that. They updated the safety car for this year, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of the new AMG Black Series. The rear wing is massive, and it and it's used as a light bar, which I thought was kind of amazing. And of course the Aston Martin looks beautiful. The Aston Martin Vantage safety car. They're going to show that at the Australian Grand Prix. That'll be the first running of it, I'm pretty sure. Unless they run it at Saudi Arabia. But, I mean, they're going from Bahrain to Saudi Arabia, and they use the Mercedes-Benz at Bahrain, so I don't know why they wouldn't use the Mercedes again. But we are talking about Formula One management, whose calendar insists that we start in Bahrain, go to Saudi Arabia, which they border each other, so that makes perfect logical sense. And bonus points, the border is safe between us two. It's not like they're going into Yemen, which is an active war zone right now. They're going onto the island of Bahrain, and they go in. Oh no, they cross the King Fahd Causeway, I think it's called. But anyway, they cross that to get into Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia built this giant bridge. It's like those big bridges that China built to connect Hong Kong and Macau. And it's an amazing marvel of engineering, if I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen many photos of it, but you see the sea border between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, and you go, geez. Anyway, enough about that. But then they go from Saudi Arabia to Australia. I guess they went there because probably there's a ship sending coal down there. I don't know. But they're going to the land down under, which a lot of us in Rapid Racing League are going to, and we're going to have a meetup. Would be rather funny if we actually had a Twitch go live on mobile where we all do kart racing and have someone film it. I'm surprised no one has considered that, honestly. But anyway. And then of course we're going there. I'm going there anyway on Sunday. A lot of people are going there for the full weekend package. I'm only going there on Saturday. So, if you see a delirious long-haired hobo like me, because I look like a hobo some days, walking around with an AlphaTauri shirt and shorts on, that will be me. Because I will only wear AlphaTauri shirts, because that's the team I've been wanting to wear a shirt for around there, because everyone will be wearing Red Bull, Mercedes or Ferrari. And I don't want to, I only have Red Bull shirts of those big three teams. So, anyway. Seeing all the cars circling around to get heat into those tyres rather nicely. And then, of course, I'll continue with the fucked up logistics of the calendar, but then after Australia they're going, okay, let's take a scenic tour. We'll go into Europe. So they're going from Australia to Italy, and, you know, they should go to Spain, Monaco, Azerbaijan, Canada. No, they're going to Miami, and then they're doing that, and then they're going to go from Canada, then they're going to go from Azerbaijan to Canada. I don't get it. I'm sure I'm the only one who complains about this, and I think this is a silly idea, but I feel like I'm yelling at a cloud when I talk about my complaints with the calendar logistically, because it doesn't make sense logistically. And it'd almost be cooler to have the tracks logically follow each other through countries. So they had 3 Grand Prix in the United States, and they all follow each other sort of things. You're going to have different climates, because of course, Florida, you know, is tropical. It's tropical. Canada is cold. And whatchamacallit, what's the other? Austin, Texas is just a desert. So is Nevada. So I guess there's 2 desert tracks and floods, effectively. So, you know, you get a wild variety from that one country alone. They should just have the races go back to back through there. And then, of course, all the Middle Eastern races should follow each other. Or they should bookend. So, like, of course, you have Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and then, like, starting in Europe or something, because at least it isn't too far away. And then, at the end of the season, you have Qatar. And then you have the United Arab Emirates. Someone in Formula 1 management hire me to do the calendar. I can make it logistically make sense. But then again, DHL are pretty dodgy, so I guess it goes hand in hand that they're aligning themselves with semi-dodgy sponsors. I mean, they did that with Rich Energy, Haas did that with Rich Energy, and now everyone's doing it with crypto. By the way, if anyone's going to endorse crypto here, I'm going to ban you, because fuck crypto. But anyway, and fuck you more importantly. I mean, I'm not going to fuck you, because I'm not into men, but anyway, whatever. Still under safety car conditions on lap 20 of 35. Should be going in any second now. We'd usually find out around about here. Nothing implying that we will. Ah, yes. There's race control telling us that the safety car is in this lap. Kahoot, I think Josh has got more important things than to invite you to the party, unfortunately, right now. No disrespect to you, but we're going to go back under racing conditions very shortly, and unless he's already done it, I don't think he's going to be doing that anytime soon. The safety car peels off into the pit lane very shortly. There we go. You can see the Mercedes leading the Mercedes. Oh, the irony. And the kangaroo guy. Oh, and he nearly loses it. He nearly does a Kahoot. But he manages to keep the car under control, and away he goes. Has quite a good lead, actually, over Andy H. Managed to bait him there a little bit. Half a tenth up. But Jishwa and Kagame are going to have to hold each other up there, as Jishwa and Kagame both brake pretty late. Kagame on the soft compound tyre, having a particularly good getaway there, and is right next to him as McNeils retires in the pit lane. And that leaves Clappy to be the last of the runners, as we see Andy H and Kagame exchange positions on the outside there. Brilliant move by Kagame to go up into P3. Andy's lost out on a lot of positions on this restart. Lost 2 since the start, and I think that's going to be an overtake of the week, as Kangaroo Guy earns a 3-second penalty pretty early on, which is not ideal at all. I'm abusing him, it's okay. Sure it is. Jish running in second place, loses the rear a little bit there. Those hard compound tyres a little unforgiving compared to the soft compound tyre that Cargamer is on. However, Cargamer will have to dive into the pit lane at some point, but his ultimate goal is to try to get as far up the field as he can. And so far he's looking a lot more racier than those on the hard compound tyres. As it stands though, Andy H and Crunchy are looking pretty good. Crunchy pitting onto the softs. If we check his tyre compound real quick, did he go soft, medium, medium? He did indeed go soft, medium, medium. I personally picked Crunchy to be in a pretty good position right now, honestly, because he's done what I would have done in safety car conditions. Would have run out on the medium tyres once again. And Cargamer gets Oh, he doesn't get DRS, sorry. That's not until next lap. But with ERS, he powers ahead, and is he ahead on the braking zone? They're side by side. Cargamer has the right of way, but he loses the rear and spins! So unfortunately for Kagama, just loses the rear and loses a boatload of positions as a result. And Jishway managed to avoid damage as a result, which promotes Andy back up into the podium paying positions. Crunchy isn't far behind him though. And considerably further back is Urban Growth, sitting very comfortably in P5. It's been a bit of a quiet achiever, that one, as we have yellow flags in every sector once again for some reason. I think that has something to do with War Machine, maybe. But that does indirectly neutralise the race result. No one's able to overtake each other in such glitchy scenarios. As you'll see, I think these two will have to give each other back to positions, as we see Kagama go far past him there. And we see one man trying to make a move. Oh, and one man hits the wall hard. Unfortunately for one man, that was a racing incident there between Sparky and him. And War Machine gets past. Oh, he doesn't get past actually. But one man does not have front wings. Oh, when he goes off the track again. Somehow manages to avoid contact there with the wall. But we're still under these weird conditions where no one can overtake. And I suspect War Machine might have something to do with that, as his Xbox is causing internet issues right now. If you see, he's lagging out. So War Machine is lagging out. McNeils asks if he can join again. And you may, dude, you may. I'll chuck you over an invite. Unfortunately, the race is still ongoing. Where are you on here? There you go, mate. And Striker goes straight into the pits. I think War Machine is lagging out, so I'm going to let... We're still under these weird conditions. And as a result, there hasn't been any passes on anyone. Gotten 2 messages. Check the Discord again. I think do 3. Hey, mate. Unfortunate what happened in the race there, but yeah, welcome aboard to the comms box.
Man, that was shocking. I couldn't get any tyres to work.
Yeah. Puncture from the wall, what was that? Oh, yeah.
That was annoying because I couldn't.
War Machine seems to be holding up the server a bit.
Oh no, War Machine's like all over the place.
Yeah, that's why we've got sectors 1, 2, and 3 on every corner, right, on every single sector right now, because I think War Machine's causing internet issues.
When I was getting lapped, I say getting lapped, when I was spinning about, not intentionally, he was just lagging everywhere, and one man's just going straight on into the wall.
Yep, one man's retired from session. That might bring out the safety car there, as War Machine actually goes pretty wide himself and nearly hits the wall. Yeah, it still might bring out the safety car.
True to the F1 game.
I don't know if anyone's going to be able to overtake under these conditions, but
No.
still got about 13 runners roughly.
I don't think I'll be able to.
Can barely hear you, mate. What was that?
I said you probably won't be able to.
Yeah. As we see Cargamer and Levar battle for P8, going through the S's, going in deep into Sector 2. Mansell's doing pretty good though, sitting in P7, but 2nd to 5th have all managed to avoid P so far, and I think they will continue. Oh, it looks like Urban Growth was going to go way off wide there. Going by, we've got yellow flags everywhere. Still don't quite know what's going on there.
The lobby's cocked up.
Lobby's cocked up, but we won't be restarting the race.
No, I don't see the point.
Let me see. Does Levar? Yeah, they had to give back the position. Yeah, Cargamer had to give back the position to Levar. So yeah, it's and War Machine isn't responding to my messages. So Sparky retires from session.
He spun it.
So that's now 13 runners, with one 3 laps down and the other about a lap down.
He's just decided.
It's your boy here at Urban Growth exchange positions.
This is what I don't get. It's like you still get penalties under these conditions.
Yeah, I know. It's not great. Yeah.
What's the point in anything?
As it stands though,
he was.
Urban Growth didn't get any. Yeah, Rapid Clappy's quite a few laps down, but
Yeah, he was 2 laps down for some reason.
yeah.
But I don't recall overtaking him at all.
Yeah, but Urban Growth, it's your boy here managed to stay ahead of Urban Growth though, so I don't think let me check the penalties real quick. Yeah, Urban Growth doesn't have any penalties from that, so they can overtake, I think, but
No, can't.
race is just glitched out.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, because he did it. He was ahead.
Yeah, he did get ahead, yes. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, it's pretty close between the top 7 right now as it stands. But Lavar and Cargamer are still battling for P8 as it stands.
Levert,
Cargamer
yeah.
has managed to avoid penalties, so quality effort there from him to avoid such penalties.
Oh, he's quite clean. With these penalties.
And Cargamer look
he's
to make
gone
a
for
move
it,
down
he's
the
gone
inside
for it.
there.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's gone for it, and they
Oh.
just give each other enough room there. Good stuff
Finally
there
green
from
flags.
Lavar to avoid. Yeah. Oh, we're finally back under racing conditions. It took
Go for
quite a
it.
while, but we're back.
Oh, he's closed the door. He's closed the door on him way too quickly.
What, Lavar?
Yeah, he closed the door way
Yep,
too
Lavar and
quickly.
Cargamer. So that could be an incident report to submit later on.
I have
Unfortunately for
put that-
Cargamer, he's come off second worst.
Put that there. That
We
was
have
not
another
very exciting to
spontaneous
see.
yellow flag.
Oh, he's spun it. He's spun it.
So poor Cargamer spins it.
Hey, what is it with Alfa Romeos? Just bloody spinning today, eh?
It's not a car, it's an Alfa Romeo. Oh, and he spins again, unfortunately. War Machine will go up into P10 as a result of that. Unless Cargamer can keep ahead. Cargamer has managed to keep ahead. Oh, and Cargamer crashes
I shouldn't be laughing
out of the
'cause he's my
race, I'm pretty
teammate.
sure.
Nah, he's still in. He's still going.
Somehow still in. I thought he actually just full on crashed himself out, but
No,
he
he was
hasn't,
braking, went to
seemingly.
go turn, I think, and he's got an Ericsson.
Oh, and Stroker Race nearly loses it there, heading
Um,
into the second to last corner.
I think what was so annoying
Yeah.
is where there was just random yellow flags.
Yeah, the random yellow flags are caused by a rogue marshal. I'm blaming Michael Massey for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kangaroo Guy still leads Jishway though by about half a second. The gap between those two has shrunk considerably, and there's now a fight for the top 4 places. If I'm going to be honest, it's looking very competitive there. Mansell unfortunately gains another 3-second penalty. Oh, and actually spins off the track there.
Car game's gone
Was
as
that
well
caused
in
from
the pits.
contact?
I don't know. I think it was
So, man-
alone. I went on him, then switched off, and then just saw
Yeah, it
him
might have been alone.
spinning.
Yeah, I reckon it could be
This was
all in, unfortunately.
VSC
But a
there.
VSC, yeah. A VSC has been called though, and
Yeah.
Kangaroo Guy still leads Jishway, but Kangaroo Guy does have a penalty over his head, which will complicate
4
things
seconds.
further if it goes into a full safety car there. But as it stands, the fight for the top 4 continues, with the gap between all 4 cars being under 5 seconds. So penalties will play a significant part in deciding the podium paying positions. So we see Urban Growth and Itty Boy here battling it out. War Machine sitting in P9, having a quiet but silent but efficient race so far, if I say so myself. He was out in Q1. Here he
He
is
was up in P8 or
P9.
something at one stage.
Yeah, he was fighting. He was in between Urban Growth and Itty Boy here at one point.
Oh.
So he's had a pretty damn good race. He's actually had a pretty damn good race. So good on him.
Maybe there was
Still,
some
oh, hang on! I
contact.
just saw a car go. What the fuck? I just saw a car go reverse down the pit lane. Okay.
What?
It was a glitch on my end, but Clappy went reverse through pit lane as War Machine gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car. But we're back under racing conditions.
You've got a curse there. You have got a curse.
Yeah, I really do, eh? I've had countless commentators curse call-outs there.
No one ever
But-
has had bad luck as you. I've done
Oh, in Div
commentating
1,
with
mate. I had shocking
Kajala,
lucks.
Vorno, Endo, Causa. I've done the lot. They have not done as many.
What can I say? I'm a harbinger of chaos.
There you
But
go.
fortunately for War Machine, I think his penalties have been cleared, and he's out still in P10. No, his penalties are still there, but he's still in P10, and he's a lap in front. So Clappy sits the fastest lap in the McLaren. Apparently, he sits that halfway through the track, which is impressive, unless they change the start-finish line. But Kangaroo Guy and Jushway are still battling for these podium-paying positions. The gap has separated between the top 3 just a little bit, and they're just outside of each other's DRS zones as a result of that. But Crunchy is within Andy's sights, and he's looking to gain P3 on track.
Ishway does have a lot more ERS to play than Kangaroo. Kangaroo's
Crunchy does
chilling
have more
20.
than all of them, though.
Crunchy?
Yeah, Crunchy has more than all.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Crunchy has more than
He's
all.
saving.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good there. Lavar has more than anyone else too. He actually, in fact, hasn't used his battery. But Urban Growth and Itty Boy here are still battling for 5th and 6th respectively, as Itty Boy here nearly loses out there.
These two are such great mates, I reckon, and they get along so well.
They do. They were teammates last season, and
Yeah,
they
they
were
were unstoppable.
they were carving up the field earlier last season.
Yes, definitely.
As we have another phantom yellow flag from a rogue marshal.
And then just went green. This game's finished.
This game is, yeah. The next game will be even worse too. Oh, Jish goes a bit wide there. Gives Andy P2 back. Yeah, I've heard rumours about that. And I've heard there's going to be supercars in there as well, like as in like McLaren 720s and all that, which personally I find a bit weird. But
I heard FIFA's also going cross-platform as well. So it must be just
thank God, finally.
EA thing.
Yeah, EA finally getting on board on the cross-play thing. Good on them.
Yeah.
But Jishway having a moment there and losing P2 as a result, and that invites Crunchy to get P3 off Jish. Fortunately for Jishway though, he doesn't have any penalties to speak of. And Crunchy breaks a lot later. I think he's a lot more confident in his setup than these two are in front. It does help that he is on the medium compound tyre versus the hards. And there is now a battle emerging for P2. Yeah.
It's your boy.
It's a boy. He seems to come off a bit worse. Oh, and we have that
position.
We had that glitch again with the sectors 1, 2, and 3.
Lavert set the fastest lap. Lion.
Yeah, good on him for saying fastest lap there. He's on the soft compound tyre and he can go the rest of the race distance on the soft compounds. So good on him there for that.
That's
looking alright there in P7.
At the moment.
Yeah, Crunchy's on the back of this battle pack, but does have a 3-second penalty, which does make things a little more difficult for him, unfortunately.
These three battling is helping Kangaroo Guy out a lot at the moment.
Massively, yeah. Unfortunately, the Kangaroo Guy does have a 3-second penalty himself.
Back in for some reason.
He's still a lap in front, and he's going into pit for the soft compound tyre. Sitting in P10. Clappy might unlap himself here. The War Machine wants to go for fastest lap, it seems.
Glappy has set it halfway through the lap again.
Yeah,
Good about that one.
Yeah,
I think at the moment it's Levert with the fastest lap technically.
I believe it is too, honestly.
So
the Clappy will not get points for that fastest lap. It'll probably go to Levert.
I mean, he's 11th anyway, so.
Yeah. Of 12 runners, we've had 8 retirements from sessions so far. Cargammer, Sparky, one man, unfortunately, McNeil's, who's on with the comms with me right now. Fortunately, you're out as well. AMG Hamilton, Dimmer, X-Laps, and Rango Killer. So they've all... It's been a bit of a race of attrition, if I'm going to be honest.
I do want to say, lap 1, turn 1, someone went flying into Rango.
Interesting.
And then,
hopefully he's put that into the reports.
I don't know, because I was chilling, and I'm going to break a bit earlier here, knowing carnage is about to unfold. And just someone's gone flying through.
X-Laps did go flying into the... It didn't, cause any damage to either car, but he did bump into the back of his own teammate, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I want to say it was Flizzo, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, hard to say. It's lap 1 chaos too, as War Machine is now out of the points paying positions. Actually, now Clappy's back in P7 now.
What?
Yeah, so I think War Machine's actually broken the lobby.
Yeah, because has Clappy just broken the lobby? Oh, we've got a Spinaroo. It's
Stroker Ace, unfortunately. P12, last of the runners. Yeah, I don't know if Clappy's causing internet issues, or...
I noticed at times Clappy can have some internet issues at times.
Yeah, because on mine it was showing 6 laps down, but I'm glad that's corrected itself before the end of the race. We haven't really had much to say about Clappy until this point, because I thought he was 6 laps down for some reason.
Yeah, and he's now into this battle with Urban and Chiboy.
Yep, bizarre how that all works out, but you know, I've seen stranger things in this game.
Okay, fun game.
Oh, you're lagging out massively, mate. You're lagging out massively.
Oh, I don't know why. But I think
Coco goes, come on, Andy H. Yeah, Andy's looking good for the win, if I'm going to be honest. I hope that's not an early case of commentator's curse. It very likely is. I've been very cursed so far.
Yeah, you probably...
As I said before, I'm a harbinger of chaos. I just do these things. That's okay. Andy H is still running on all 4 wheels.
Yep. As it is looking to get Urbany.
He's a bit too far back unless he really makes it. Yeah, he's going to wait till the next DRS zone. He's going to make a big lunge here, though. had the better exit of the two.
Or
Actually, Urban Growth did. Urban Growth pulled
second
away.
phase was Urban there.
Clappy is now getting in on the battle as well, sitting in P7.
I reckon he's just a cat waiting to bounce.
Oh, I'd say so too.
He's just waiting for carnage to unfold, and he's just gonna pop right into P5. Become a good handy 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, he has a penalty to his name, which does affect the race result for him.
So does
But he's
Itchy
been doing alright so far. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's your boy Swanman.
Oh,
As FLX
wait,
and
we
Mansell
gotta
exchange
stop.
positions.
Lizzo down the inside of Mansell.
Good overtake there from FLX.
And he will keep
Stays
the
ahead.
position.
Yep, no penalties either to his name, so he will likely gain another position. He will likely stay ahead regardless if you overtaked or not. But
Oh,
good effort from
Andy
him.
H has got some DRS here, maybe? He does.
He does from Stroker, yeah.
Kangaroo
So
guy
that
was unlucky
boosts-
to not get some the lap before.
Yeah, that boosts Andy's chances of winning this race outright.
Yep. He's gained about 6 tenths there.
Yeah, Jishway's hasn't got much of an answer. He's got a lot more ERS to play with, though. Jishway's done amazingly to maintain his ERS levels as much as he has. And Crunchy's done a decent job too, actually. As we see a three-way battle emerging for P5 between Urban Growth, It's Your Boy here, and Rapid Clappy. As we see It's Your Boy
It's
here.
Your Boy.
Clappy makes a move on It's Your Boy here. There's some slight
That's a
contact
hit.
between the two. Oh,
If Clappy tries to submit something there, I think he won't get anything out of that one.
no.
He did
won't,
go into
no.
the side of Itchy Boy. Itchy Boy left the
He
space.
did, but he's super lucky to avoid any further contact as a result of that, and lucky to avoid terminal damage. And it's War Machine and Stroke Race have ghosted out, it seems. Oh,
Oh, here we go,
what's going on
Mansell.
here?
Going down the inside. Go on. He's got it.
Stays ahead through the braking zone, but there is
And
another
Flizzo's
DRS
lagging.
zone. Maybe he's causing the issues. There's definitely been a weird server issue tonight, though.
Yes. Here we go. It's 4 tenths. 3 tenths now. It's 4 tenths now.
Now 6.
All we has to gain. Win the race, Kangaroo.
Kangaroo's got some work to do on this last lap of this race. As it stands, though, Andy will win this race, but will Jishway get P2? Be hard to say.
Oh, Jishway's now. Yeah, he's using his ERS now. He's
Yeah,
saved up for
Jishway
the
had a
final
much
lap.
better exit there.
Go on,
and,
Jish. Send
Andy-
one. Oh.
Nah, Andy was moving a bit inside that corner there, so he wasn't able to do much. Andy
See
looks
if
a
he
little
can-
less stable than Jish.
See if you can pull off a mukbang against TS Science, which is now SFR Piastri. No, he's too far back.
Yeah,
Remember last
SFR
season,
Piastri,
final
yeah.
lap,
Yep, I remember that.
running P3, I was, and those two
stuff.
ahead of me, and I went, oh, we're gonna have to settle for 2-3 here. And then I just see on the mini map, I'm like, wait a second, he's ahead now. And he just sent one
Yeah.
down the inside.
Yeah. As we see, Kangaroo Guy still only 2.6 ahead. Andy H is taking things
Stroker.
very cautiously there, going through those last set of corners.
Rapid Clappy on the back now.
Sorry?
Rapid Clappy's on the back of Itchy Boy as well.
Yep. Those
here we
two,
go,
I
can he
don't know
gain?
what the penalties are,
I think he...
but
Andy's got it.
yellow flag sectors 2 and 3
Andy's got it.
could be between Clappy.
Andy's got the
As he
win.
crosses the line, yep,
He's got the win, the 5 tenths.
Andy H wins from Kangaroo Guy. Jushway's third. Crunchy Swanman fourth. Does Urban Growth keep 5th place? I believe he does.
Yeah, he will. Oh, what's happened to bit of Rapid Clappy here? He's lost, ran out of fuel.
Oh,
Last
he
lap.
has, I think. Yeah,
Still a
mighty
battle for
unfortunately. He
P9.
underfueled his car.
Still a battle for P9. If
Yep, still
Fliz-
ongoing as we see FLX and Mansell continuing their
Mansell.
battle there.
Oh, Mansell just lost P9 due to penalties.
Yep,
He's just gained a
unfortunate
penalty in
there,
that
but he'll
last
still pick
lap.
up points.
Last
Yeah,
lap.
he'll still pick up points though. But
Yep, you'll have 12 seconds of penalty. Wow.
as FLX goes a bit wide, which might cost him a little bit, but I think it'll cost him quite enough. He'll still get P9. Through the last corner, the last 2 points finishers go. As Stroke Race gains a 20-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flag. And he left the session, actually. So that's that. That is the Hungarian Div 3 race. Thank you all for watching. We'll do podium interviews very shortly.
I'll get them up if you want.
Oh, yeah, please get them on, yes.
Invite the button. This is normally my job whenever I do Euro Div 2 with
Yeah, that's alright.
And who was the other one? Andy.
Yes,
Where is he?
Andy won. Yeah, Andy, Kangaroo, and Jushway.
He's offline.
I'll just invite them anyway. See if they join. You can see Jush there from P11 to P3. Quality stuff there. And see other movers and shakers include Urban Growth, starting 12th, finishing 5th. Good stuff from him there. FLX from 19th to 9th. So, amazing stuff there from all things considered. But, everyone here? Are we seeing any others joining us?
I think we're just waiting on him.
Yep, we're just going to wait on Andy H, and if he doesn't join, then we'll interview these two. That's no big deal. Well, I don't think Andy H is joining, so I'll interview Jush first. Jush, mate, P11, P3. Tell us how it went. Good stuff. Oh, no, hang on.
Here he is.
Here he is. Okay, we'll interview you anyway, because you're third, so we'll interview you first. So yeah, Jush, P11 to P3. Good race, mate. Managed to avoid penalties. Talk to us through it about your race.
Yeah. I hate this track.
Yeah.
No, I had an absolute mare of a qualifying. I can't believe I kept it on the black stuff for 35 laps. I didn't really find pace until late in the race, really, where I could keep up with Andy and Kanga, because they were driving away from me earlier, man. They both had stellar races, so yeah, it is what it is. So congrats to them too, man. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Andy actually has left the party. Not sure why, but whatever. He won't get the podium interview then. That's his choice. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it looked to be quite a race of attrition out there with 8 retirements, but you did very well there in the end to continue to, not extend your championship lead, but keep your championship lead.
Yeah. Just not crunch. Kanga's hunting me down, man. Race by race. He's getting closer, so I had to stay in it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently we're doing another session, apparently, because we've just gone straight back in the rhythm of things.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. Anyway, Kangaroo Guy, good job, mate. P2 from P3, I believe it was it?
No, I started P2.
P2, kept P2. Talk to us through it, mate. Looked like you had a good time out there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race up until put the hards on, and I just went a little bit too wide and coughed the penalty that sent me back a position, but I'm still stoked about it, being Hungary.
Yeah, still P2, mate. Well deserved.
Yeah.
It's a tricky track at best. So.
Yeah, it's a rough one, but happy nonetheless. Catching up to Jish a little bit, so to make it interesting.
Go away.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you go away. You stayed in my DRS for too long, you tosser.
Yeah, and then I had a mare
does
and let
mean,
Andy
though,
through. But anyway, yeah, sorry, man.
I think
As you were.
Mercedes does get ahead in the
In the
Hey.
constructors, yes,
Hey.
they do.
because of the P2, P3.
Whatever the gap is,
Difference
they'll be
there.
ahead. So 3 points, I think
Yeah.
it'll be.
Something in that
Let's
ballpark,
go.
yeah.
Back on top, baby.
Yeah. So that's that. From all of us at Rapid, thank you for watching. That's the end of the program for the Australian races this week. Of course, we've got OCE later this week. I actually don't know when their program is, but I'll figure it out one way or another. And of course, we've got the European races throughout the week. So stick around for those. You'll see them live if you follow us on Twitch. And from all of us, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week at the Land of Waffles.